3 failed Fantastic Four movies. Kevin doesn't want his one to be a failure. He's contacted you as casting agents to find out who you want to cast in the lead roles of the Marvel Universe's Fantastic Four. So, guys, I'm going to throw it over to you guys. We'll break it down in couples, in pairs, like the animals going on Noah's Ark, 2 by 2.
Right.
Starting with JP for the first two, and the second two. For Reed Richards, who's Mr. Fantastic, that's his name. And Sue Storm, who is the Invisible Girl, I guess.
Invisible Woman.
JP, these 2 roles, who have you got in your lineup to play? Who are you going to cast in these 2 roles?
Right. Everybody's like pining for Krasinski and Blunt at this point.
Yep. They're the short favorite.
But if they don't get it, I have a bunch of people for my list for Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Girl.
Okay.
Starting with Ewan McGregor, paired up with say Charlize Theron, which is weird for sure, or John Hamm with Rosamund Pike.
Okay, I see it.
Or Nikolai Coster-Waldau with Kate Mara.
There's some good ones in there. There's some very good ones. Why? Which one of those 2 would you go for? Ewan McGregor and Charlize Theron?
Maybe, but I'm leaning more towards Rosamund Pike for Invisible Girl.
Yeah.
And Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, I don't know how to say his name, for Mr. Fantastic.
Definitely for my Reed Richards and Susan Storm. I gotta go with my guys, and if you guys remember from Watchmen, you know them both as the main character for Watchmen and her husband. So Yahya Abdul-Mateen, who played what's his name, the blue guy from Watchmen, the show. I see him as Reed Richards. Really good, really tall build, really good looking guy, but he's also not classically good looking. But he's always he's able to play that part straight where you can get like the most out of him. And then of course, Regina King as Susan Storm, which would make a powerful Susan Storm that we can actually look up to. But it also gives us the feminine ability, the femininity, and it doesn't feel like she's a victim or she's just kind of like there with the boys. Like, she plays her part. She is a leader on there. You can't. Regina King just has a presence to her. She's a little. They're both older. Obviously, Regina King is late.
Search Regina King.
Yeah. Regina King is in her mid-40s or early 50s. Yes, but she looks young, so it doesn't even freaking matter. I think you can get a solid 5 movies out of her without even a worry. And Yahya Abdul-Mateen is, he's still up and coming. He's 35. Like, we got for days. 6'3", 35.
With Rosamund Pike and Regina King, we're looking at actors who can bring some success. With all due respect to Charlize Theron,
have a great track record.
Yeah. And so we're going for actors that a lot of range, bring some gravity to their roles. But I don't want to hold you back. I can feel the G train now getting on a bit of a roll here, Gift. So you lead us then into Jonathan Storm. That's the name of the fireman.
Oh yeah, Johnny Storm. It's so weird when you say Jonathan Storm.
Well, that's what they write on the internet. So I just, me, I'm just along for the ride. So the rest of the 2 characters, who have you got? And then we'll go ask JP.
I'm still not 100% sure on Johnny Storm because there's aspects that I like that you want from him. You want him to be kind of charming. You want him to be, he needs to be charming, he needs to be good looking, classically good looking, but also has like that kind of boyish charm that goes along with him. And I think if you put some muscle on this kid, and I also like the idea that they did with the first Fantastic Four where they are kind of adopted. But if you put it on, I would use someone like Finn Wolfhard. He's the kid from Stranger Things.
Yeah, all right.
I think if he puts on a little bit of muscle, I think he could go. He'd be like another version of what's his name? Aaron Eckhart? No, guy who played Quicksilver in the MCU and played what's it? He's like a
Kick-Ass.
Yeah, and played in Kick-Ass.
Aaron Tyler. Aaron Tyler. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
But he's like a lighter version of that guy, I think, and I think that can work if you give him.
Yeah. He's got to muscle up a bit. Like not muscle up, but he's got to fill out.
He's got to fill out a little bit. Look, if Kumar Nanjiani can become swole from being the skinny nerd from like Silicon Valley and basically every other thing he was, they can muscle up Finn Wolfhard. And again, I like the idea of the adopted son that they kind of tried to do with Fantastic, even though it's a fail of a movie, but I did like what they tried to do with that.
Right. So, and who would you have as the Thing?
Man, so this one is a bit of a toughie because on one instance, it's like I wouldn't mind him as a Doom, but I don't know. He's got the presence to be a Doom, but he's not. But I feel like it'd be a waste of his skills. On the other hand, I think putting him as this CGI form as the Thing would kind of rob you of being able to see his full actions, and you'd be stuck to kind of it. But I wanted to kind of put Michael Jai White as the Thing, but I don't know if it would really fully take advantage of his full action. I think he'd be a really great addition with Yaya because Yaya is younger, but it makes sense as the Thing being a friend and protector. Like Michael Jai White's 50 years old, but he doesn't look it, So, and he's got the build, and it makes sense as him as a bodyguard, but I feel like it's almost like doing him like Spawn again. Like you give him himself for a short few moments, but you take it over the top. So I'm gonna let now JP go ahead so I can figure out my Dr. Doom.
All right.
No, he needs to do his. He needs to do his Jonathan Storm and
Jonathan Storm. I was also going with one of the Stranger Things cast, but a different cast member. It's I'm not sure how you say his name. It's Dacre Montgomery. He's in Stranger Things 3, I think. He plays Billy Hargrove.
Oh, the Red Ranger! Yes, the Red Power Ranger. That actually is even better. I like that one way more.
Billy goes all bad in the third one.
Yeah.
The brother of
the lifeguard.
Bloodnut.
Right,
yeah.
But most importantly, he was the Red Power Ranger from Power Rangers 2017. All right.
Yeah, of course he was. We all remember that.
He's good looking. He's charming.
Yep.
He's an English actor, so he can act.
Yeah. Another English actor I was thinking of for Johnny Storm is Tyron Eggerton, who's in Kingsman.
Oh yeah, I can see it. It from not Baby Boy, from Baby Driver and
No, Kingsman.
The Kingsman.
From the King. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. He played the main character.
That's an interesting casting.
That would be an interesting one.
Yeah, so it's a toss up between the two. Apparently, they're both English.
Yeah,
and I think they'd play very. Look at the Aussie go over. Play very good Johnny Storms. I just want to put it out there. I think Shaq could play the Thing.
Shaq? I need the basketball player?
Yeah, he's in that Superman movie.
Did you say can he act?
Can he act? Yes, I'm asking the crowd. I've never seen him act.
Okay,
sure.
I want you to go look at the movies Kazam. I want you to go look at Steel. I want you to literally look at it. If you think that man can act.
I was thinking, if not Shaq, Terry Crews.
Oh. I like Terry Crews. That's I like because I don't know. Like I always.
Yeah, I can see Terry. No. I actually don't have an issue with Terry Crews. Like it's one of those roles that it naturally just goes, and he's not a bad actor either.
But he's got a real presence.
He's got a solid. I think that would be like it's his general role. Like it's such a good casting for me that I would be like, I don't want to cast him because that's all he seems to play. Big, strong dude who is either heart of gold or far more angry than you expect. But usually it's heart of gold. He's big, massive, strong black dude who is softer on the inside.
I have 3 choices for this. Martin Kasokis.
Who?
Kiwi, the Kiwi guy.
Martin Kasokis, who plays that doctor in Spider-Man 2, I think, or 3.
Yeah, I know.
He plays Guy de Lusignan in The Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah, I know.
He plays the Bad Templar.
He's got you've seen him in 100 different movies, but you wouldn't know his name. He was in.
Wait, how do you spell his name?
C-S.
O-K-A-S.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I can see why you've gone for him. I can see why you've gone for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's an underrated actor. He should be in more, movies that will,
turns up, gets paid well, he gets gigs.
Yeah,
he gets work.
And then,
who else?
And then, another actor is Timothy Dalton.
Dalton? Yeah, no, he's got the debonairness.
Yes,
James Bond. All right, that's good left field one.
And Patrick Wilson, because I just want to. He's got that face that you just want to punch.
Okay. Yeah, fresh from the set of the next Aquaman movie. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got to be good. Like the whole now you're the geeks here. You're the real geeks when it comes to comic book. Dr. Doom is supposed to be almost perfectly good looking with a scar on his face that he has to cover. Because he's embarrassed. That's what I was understanding.
Now, his physical aspects are actually the most minimal part. I think that one can always flex around. It's been played. Right. As long as you have the mask. The thing that makes Dr. Doom so special is because he is so morally ambiguous while also being villainous. But everything is for the sake of his country of Latvia. And he's so smart. And he's so powerful. He's one of those guys who's if he really wanted to, he would take over the universe. But he doesn't care about the universe. He just cares about his home. But he deals with people. He partners with people to make sure that Latvia stays in power, but not also it's isolationist. He's a paradox. He's a super paradox of ability.
Okay.
He's become God Emperor Doom. He's also sort of taken over Galactus at one point.
Yep.
So he's evil.
Right. So who you got then? Gift for this Dr. Doom role?
So for me, the one that I liked, and it really was, he's a little old, but I think it would make sense in terms of how they set him up as an investor and an initial rival. It's actually Keith David. You got to look him up because you've heard his voice.
Of course, we know. I know Keith David is for sure.
Yeah, and he's got that deep voice where if he goes, you leave him with the mask on, and I feel like he can do whatever he wants. He'll do whatever he wants. You take the mask off, and I think it ruins it. It would ruin the situation. Right. But I think he would be really good for that. The other person who I would actually think would be great for this, though technically he was already in a Marvel show, but it was a Netflix one. Wait, was he? No. I'm getting mixed. They actually look so similar together. But I would actually go with, if you guys don't know the show Power, You guys got to look up the show Power. But his name is Joseph Sikora. And he played this guy, Tommy. He's devious, kind of knows how to play like he's got that street swag. He's got kind of like smart but unconventional kind of aspect to him where I think he could really get away with it. And the last guy that I think would be perfect for it was he was in Luke Cage, and he also played oh my goodness, what was the other role? He's played a few different roles as a villain, but Theo Rossi. Rossi.
Yes.
Not Ronda Rossi.
Say what?
Not Ronda Rossi.
Not Ronda Rousey.
Theo Rossi. He's
trying to make it sound similar.
He's in Sons of Anarchy.
He's in Sons of Anarchy. He was in Luke Cage. He was in the movie, the show about Pablo Escobar and everything like that. This dude just he knows how to play suspect, but he always plays a really smart suspect. Like there's never been a situation where you go like he's a dumb one. So those guys. So Keith David, Theo Rossi, and Joseph Salsky from Power.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's our lineup. It's our lineup. As we have casted for the Fantastic Four, put any comments below who you think is good for the role from the names that we've thrown up. I think you'll all agree that they're all exceptional good names.
Let's remind our friends to please click on the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we have new videos out.
Subscribe!
Subscribe!
Die. Oh, die.